Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to new standards of excellence.
Yes.
Say yes to engaging reportage with a difference.
Yes.
Introducing Yes International Magazine.
Now, I'm going to bring you back to Nollywood again. What is your general assessment of Nollywood?
I think your question is a bit ambiguous, but I'll answer. Nollywood has, over the years, has improved.
Okay.
Improved in several areas. We must accept that fact. You see, there are two generations of Nollywood now. I tell you that Ichi as well, Lindsay. As far back as 1995, 96, when you were interviewing Nollywood and doing stories, that's 27 years ago. Most of the actors you see today, you see on popular channels like Oscar Magic Showcase and all of them, playing lead roles, were either 1 year old, 2 year old.
Yeah.
The oldest was at 3 years old that time. So you must accept that the dynamics have changed. Where I still fault the system is in the area of script development. That's one area I think we need to work on. But technically, we've done very well. The quality of productions today, either in sound, lighting, the kind of young boys who are leaving film school and come to the business, they are bringing new dynamics to the business. We must accept that fact. And you see, for some of us who have spent all these years in the business, what we need to do is to see how we can collaborate with them and build a more viral and stronger industry. It's a win-win for everybody. So if you ask me, how do I see Nollywood today? Nollywood has done well. From when we started, if you watch Living in Bondage, the content, script-wise, fantastic. But when you look at the technical aspect and compare what's happening today, you will see that if you take that content and put into this, you have a fantastic film that you can sell anywhere in the world. You get the point? That's why there must be a mix between that older generation and the younger ones. That's why I was happy with the film shot by, even he had a couple of them there, by Izu Ojukwu and Amina. No, a mix between the younger generation and the older generation. There must be that mix. That's the only way Nollywood can continue to grow and grow better. So for me, I think we've done well, coming from where we are coming from to where we are today. People are paid so much. We have some of them now becoming multi-million naira influencers. So Nollywood has done well. There's nobody that would tell me that we've not done well in the last couple of years. And it's a mix of everybody. Everybody has contributed one, even the media. Because if the media in the early 90s did not give the kind of prominence to Nollywood, today we won't be where we are. So it's a mix of everybody has. For me, I feel that industry has done well. I cannot critique the industry that much. I feel it's a work in progress. We can still do better. Like I had an argument with somebody on one platform some days back talking about the Oscar. I said, for me, I do not see, that should not be Nollywood's interest, winning the Oscar. It will come, but that should not be our target. It came in music. You know how many years it took in musicians? It took 4 Grammy Awards that this guy could not win. What's his name? Femi Kuti. Before Burna Boy finally won the Grammys. You get the point? So it will come. So this euphoria that we must win the Oscar, everybody wants to make an Oscar winning film. No, let's continue to own the craft. Let's make good films. Let's collaborate. Let's do better projects. Let's improve what we have today. The Oscar will come.
Interesting. Now, from experience, what makes a good film?
Several elements. I think it starts with the story. For me, it starts with the story. It starts with the story idea. You see, somebody will say there's no new story, but it depends on how the story is told. I also believe that there's nothing you're going to tell again that has not been done. What's happening in Ukraine today happened with Vietnam, happened with Afghanistan, happened with Crimea. So there's nothing new that's happening. People talk about ritual killings, rituals today, Nollywood film rituals. Even the films that were made before Nollywood 1992 had rituals. Orumolu, Jayesimi, Pot of Life. So there's nothing new, but it depends on the story idea. So a good film starts with the story idea. What is your story? What's your concept of your story? That's the first part. Then, of course, you have to gather everybody that's involved. Get the best technical people involved, from your sound to your light to your camera team. And importantly, the most important person, the director. The other one is the producer, who is a businessman. For him, he looks for the money. He wants his investment back with profits. So if you get all these other technical people, well, you get the right people.
What are the qualities of a good director?
It's similar to the first thing you asked me. I think a good director should be able to understand how to interpret the script. That's his job. You must be able to interpret your script. You must be able to interpret, even if they give you a bad script, you must be able to tell a good story from a bad script. That's the first quality of a director. If you cannot interpret a script, you are not a director. That's why this general term that a good director is a good storyteller. Because it's like an author. You write books. And when you write books, you must be able to tell a story. Even from this interview, if you're writing a book from this interview, there's a way you will tell the story. That's a good director. And you see, like the French call their directors authors. They are authors. So a director should be able to tell a good story.
Interesting. So what are the attributes of a good actor?
For me, I do not, the first thing that comes to my mind when I see an actor is the ability to interpret a role. It's not your looks per se. Some people, yes, well, for the silver screen, you ask an actor, depends on where you are talking about the actor now. If it's on stage, the looks might not play a prominent role. For stage, it's your ability to deliver your voice, your projections, and all that. You get the point? For TV and for film, it's your looks. Because you must be, the TV model, but you must be attracted to the TV. So I look out for those things first. You have to interpret the script. Your vocal level, speech is key.
Okay. All right.
And of course, importantly, your looks.
Okay. Now,
the first thing the deaf and dumb person sees on screen is, this person is fine, no. That's the first thing you this person is fine, no. Before you now open your mouth, the lines are not coming out well. You get the point?
Yeah.
But the looks can make you escape. And there are many people living in Nollywood whose looks have helped them than their acting abilities. And you know that. But you see, for me, it's not the first. The first is your ability to act. You must be able to deliver the role. It's key.
Interesting. So, of all the actors that you have worked with, who has been the most remarkable and why?
I'll give you a male and a female.
Go ahead, please.
For the male, I think Sam Loco was fantastic in my film Blood Brothers in 1997. Another person I've also enjoyed working with, male also, is Shegun. So I'll give Sam Loco and Shegun.
Shegun
is a fantastic actor any day. Give it to him. For the female, Bimbo Akintola, in my 2009 film Senseless, that won the Zuma Award.
Okay, interesting. So what is the greatest mistake that any director can make?
Sentiment. If you put sentiment into your job, I'll tell you why. People might, a director might just pick a cast because he likes the cast for the looks. I feel that the biggest mistake you will do is not to look at all the different ingredients that makes up a good actor. You must consider all. The actor must have at least 50 to 60% of each of those things I mentioned earlier. Looks, diction, delivery, that's the acting ability, vocal level and all that. So the actor must have each and all. And then of course, in quotes, if you are looking for a popular actor, you cannot take away that there are times you are being sentimental. It's okay. That's the only place sentiments must come in. If you say, okay, the only reason why even Nollywood is done, the only reason why I need this particular character is because this person has those qualities and can also sell my film. For me personally, or I ask you, most times I don't even give scripts.
Okay.
I engage in discussions to know how good you are. And if you can engage me, and you see, very good actors are also highly intellectual, cerebral. Check them out. Even the ones beyond Nigeria are very good actors in Nigeria, are very cerebral in thinking. You must be able to think out of the box. That's why if an actor is given a script, I expect the actor to come back to me and argue the script with me. Don't just give me what I've written there. Come and tell me areas you feel can be done better, or areas you feel we can remove, or areas you feel. You see, and it doesn't take anything from you as director. It only makes you gather more ideas. Because at the end of the day, it's your name that will be on the film.
Interesting. Interesting.